Hey guys, how you doing today? Welcome back. Thank you so much for tuning back into my channel for another episode. My name's David Mathas, and I really appreciate your guys' support. You guys are the reasons why I do these videos and stuff, so thank you for tuning in. Today's topic might have caught your eye a little bit. It's, are you using cardio for the right reasons, right? Are you using it for damage control, or are you using it to help your athletic performance? Oftentimes, I'll talk to people in the gym, and this actually came up because of a conversation I had with someone in the gym about, they were talking about they need to lose weight and everything, and they're doing so much cardio and all this stuff. And I asked them about their diet and their lifestyle, and they said that they go out on weekends, they're having fun, which usually means not eating the best and drinking. They have a sedentary job at work, blah, 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 so on and so on. And then I asked them about what their resistance training routine looks like. And they said, they get in maybe 1 or 2 days a week and lift some weights for about a half hour or so, but they don't have really like a structured program, and their intensity just isn't there. They're mostly relying on cardio. And I kind of got to thinking about this topic after I got done talking with this person, and it kind of reminds me of a video a couple days ago that a friend of mine, Paul Ravella, did about some of the worst advice you get in the gym, right? This ranges from total bro science from 20, 30 years ago about high protein intake to, just some of the latest fads and everything nowadays. And so what I was really kind of thinking about with this is, I hear so many times that people are using cardio as their main form of fat loss instead of working on being in a caloric deficit or just hitting the weights harder. Now, I believe that there's a time and a place for cardio, right? Obviously, if you're an endurance athlete, that's going to be the majority of your training. You need to build up that cardiovascular endurance. And the same thing can be said for bodybuilders and powerlifters, strongmen, CrossFit, so on and so forth. There are elements of cardio that need to be incorporated no matter what your objective is, right? Whatever your physical or competition objective is. What worries me is that so many people out there are still misguided about, about the positive effects of a heavy resistance training workout can have on your metabolism, on your fat loss. And the majority of people out there still do not understand that you just need to be in a caloric deficit, right, in order to start burning fat. And they think that the only way to do that is by cardio. And partly that is because of years and years of bad advice in the industry, right? A properly designed weight training program, along with a cleanup of your diet and a caloric reduction, is going to help you burn fat off, right? What it's also going to do is it's going to have a positive influence on your body, on your physique, on your muscular endurance, and just your overall quality of life. When you do too much cardio, you start raising your cortisol levels, right? Cortisol can be good and beneficial in an acute sense, but in a chronic sense, that's where it wreaks havoc on your body. And that's what a lot of these people are starting to find, that when they spend hours and hours doing cardio, they're not losing as much weight. And the reason is because they are building up their cortisol levels so much that any food they take in, whether they're in a reduction or not, their body is just saying, let's store this, right? It's kind of in that kind of freak out mode where anything that comes in, it just wants to store. A properly designed resistance training program will definitely, in the acute run, as long as you don't get into that overtraining stage, which is very hard to get into, people, honestly. You hear that phrase thrown around a lot, but to be truly overtrained is something that 95% of the population will probably never, ever, ever get to. What's most likely occurring is that you're undernourished or under-recovered in some way, maybe a lack of sleep or something like that. So getting back to the cardio and stuff, the chronic cortisol levels is what's damaging you, right? It doesn't matter if you're in a caloric deficit or not. Your body is in storage mode at that point. So a properly designed resistance training program, what does that do? Well, what it does is, in the acute term, that during that period and maybe within a few hours after, yes, your cortisol levels are raised, but it's raised in a positive way. Okay, cortisol is actually one of the most I don't know how to say this. It has a positive effect on muscle building, right, and fat burning, if it is controlled. But when it's not controlled, that's when things get out of hand. So what do you want to do to lose weight? Well, first of all, you want to clean up your diet. You want to have a more active lifestyle, whether that be in the gym or outside of the gym, preferably both. And second of all, you really want to concentrate more on resistance training, building muscle, because muscle is more metabolically active, right? The more muscle you have, the more lean body mass you have, which, let me tell you, lean body mass is not just muscle, guys. That's a big misconception out there, right? Lean body mass encompasses your organs, your water, your hair, your skin, everything, right? Everything that is not fat in your body. So having a more metabolically active body, aka more lean muscle mass, is going to be more beneficial to burning more calories in the long run, accompanied with a caloric deficit and a more active lifestyle even outside of the gym. And what I mean is more NEAT, non-exercise activity thermogenesis, right? This is basically what I'm doing now. Fidgeting, right? Going for walks, standing up and down, cleaning, just being active in your normal daily life. So guys, I guess the main point I want you to take out of this video is you need to ask yourself, why are you doing cardio? Okay? There's actually even many competitors, stage competitors, that don't incorporate any cardio into their contest prep whatsoever. And you see how they get on stage. I'm not saying that's everybody, but let that be a lesson that cardio is not the magic key to everything, right? That's not the magic key to fat loss. Building more muscle is the magic key to fat loss, and taking in a caloric deficit. Don't have to eliminate a food group. You don't have to go keto. You don't have to go vegetarian. You have to have your numbers right that fit you and your lifestyle, and accompany a well-programmed resistance training program, okay? Do not fear carbs. Do not fear fats. Do not fear going in there and hitting the iron, right? Lifting heavy weight will stimulate a huge metabolic response in your body. And that's what we're aiming for when we're going for a gain in lean muscle mass and fat loss. So next time you want to go jump on the hamster wheel, which I like to call pretty much any treadmill out there, ask yourself, am I doing this because I'm trying to improve my cardiovascular system? Or am I doing this as damage control because I can't get my diet and I can't get my resistance training in order to lose the fat that I want to lose, right? And become more metabolically active, build more muscle, have a better physique, and have a better overall lifestyle. Because that chronic stress that you're developing from hours and hours of cardio is not only affecting your ability to burn fat, it's affecting your recovery. It's probably affecting your sleep. It's probably affecting your mood. Take this from somebody who for many years, especially when I was deep in my eating disorder, would do multiple hours of cardio a day, right? Not only were my cortisol levels the highest, my anxiety was the highest, my sleep was the worst, my mood was the worst, and I was just not a pleasant person overall. So I'm not saying that cardio is bad. I don't want you to take that away from this video, okay? There is a time and a place, but you have to know what that time and that place is, and you have to be honest with yourself about why you're doing it. So if you guys need any help with programming, training, nutrition, whatsoever, contact me, MathasFitness@gmail.com. You can find me on Instagram @MathasFitness, or on Facebook, my personal page, which is David Mathas, or MathasFitness as my coaching page. So thank you guys for tuning in. I hope maybe you got a little something out of this, and maybe it can save you hours and hours of boring time on cardio machines, unless that is your main objective, right? But know that it is not necessary to do all that cardio for fat loss. There are other more fun, more productive ways. Thank you guys for tuning in. Please like, subscribe, and share if you enjoy the channel, this video, other content that I've put out. and let's help each other make this fitness world a better place. Have a great day.